Hey everyone, it's Jared with ToneandTitan.com coming at you today with one of my favorite at-home workouts. It's quick, it only takes about 20 to 30 minutes to do. It's pretty simple. There's really only 4 body weight exercises that we're going to do. There's no equipment required with this one, and it's going to work every major muscle group from head to toe. It's actually the first workout in an all-new workout series that I've launched. I call it the Total Body Transformation. It's a 10-week program. We're going to help you to eat better. We're going to help you to exercise more regularly, and it includes 10 weeks of workouts just like this one. So if that sounds like it's something that you are interested in, it's coming at you right now.
We will be performing 5 sets of 20 reps of each of these exercises, making 100 reps total for each exercise. I'll show them to you in beginner, intermediate, and advanced workout modes. We're going to start with intermediate. So first you can see we're going to be doing some body weight squats. Again, we're going to go for about 20 reps of this exercise. When you're doing your squats, it's important to keep your weight on your heels, keep your knees directly over your toes, and I don't want your knees to get out in front of your toes. This is going to be better at protecting that knee joint throughout the motion. Try to keep your back straight and your head high as we go up and down into that squat. Try to get your thighs down to parallel if you can. And there's 20. The next exercise that we'll do in this workout are some push-ups. Probably one of my favorite upper body exercises. It's a great way to work your chest, your shoulders, and your arms all at once. And so with this one, try to keep your body as straight as possible. Again, I'm showing you the intermediate version here. We're out on our toes, hands are a little wider than our elbows, and then you're going down until your chest hits the ground, and then raising back up to that fully extended position. Really try to focus on squeezing your chest, squeezing your arms throughout the push-up motion. And that was 20. Next, we're going to flip over and hit the core a little bit with some sit-ups. You can see that I've got a dumbbell here between my feet. Not necessarily necessary for this exercise, but kind of helps to anchor my feet to the ground. You can also slip them under the bed or a dresser or something like that if it helps to anchor your feet. You can see that I've got my arms folded over my chest. Again, this is the intermediate version of this exercise. It's going to be, not quite as difficult with your arms folded over your chest. And so really trying to focus on squeezing the core here, working this is actually called the rectus abdominis muscle that we're primarily focusing on here. Added bonus with a sit-up, if you can suck your stomach into your back, meaning suck your belly button in, that's going to kick on even one more layer of muscles to give you an extra little burn and added little bonus with the sit-up exercise. And there was 20 of those. The next thing that we're going to get into are some triceps dips. And so for this one, you're going to need a chair or a bench or a table. Edge of your bed works all right. It's a little bit soft, but you can make it work. Get your feet out in front of you, moderately. I'd say about halfway. The further away your feet are from your body, the more difficult the exercise becomes. And so you're going to lower your body down until your arms are about parallel to the ground, and then squeeze your triceps to return to that upright position. Again, you should feel this one in that muscle on the back of your arms is called your triceps. Try to go down to parallel. Try to return to all the way straight, meaning fully extend at your elbows. And congratulations, we got 1 set down. And so for set number 2, I wanted to show you the beginner version of each one of these exercises. And so again, we're going to get into 20 reps of the squats. You can see that for the beginner version, I'm not going quite as low into the squat. For that intermediate version, I encourage you to go down until your thighs were parallel with the ground. For the beginner version, we're just going to take it down a little bit. We're just going to go not quite as deep into the squat. The other principles still apply, however, so I still want your weight on your heel. You should actually be able to lift your toe off of the ground at the bottom of the squat is a good indicator of proper form. Keep your head up and your chest high as you're doing those squats. Okay, next let's get into some beginner push-ups. You can see that I've dropped down onto my knees for more of a modified version of the push-up. I still want you to keep your body rigid, meaning you should be able to draw a straight line from your shoulders, hips, knees. Should be a straight line that way. So we're keeping the core engaged while we're doing it. Again, you're going to go as low as you can into the push-up until your chest gets close to hitting the floor, and then return to that fully extended position. Trying to squeeze through the chest, squeeze through the shoulders as you bang out 20 of these reps, just like that. Next, let's get into the modified version of the sit-up. So I'm going to take the modified version of the sit-up and we're going to do crunches with it. So you can see I've still got my feet anchored, but this time instead of crossing my arms over my chest, reaching down towards my knees with my hands, and then basically you slide your fingertips from your thighs to your kneecaps. And so we're still engaging those same muscles in the core. We're still hitting that rectus abdominis muscle, still raising our shoulders up off of the floor, but we're making it a little bit easier by basically eliminating the weight of your arms as resistance. So we're taking those away from us, and then we're also not going up as high. We're not doing that full sit-up all the way up. And that is 20 of those. And so then that last exercise that we're going to do is going to be the, again, beginner version of the triceps dip. And so for this one, you'll notice that I'm going to keep my feet a lot closer to me. So you can see my knees are bent at a 90 degree. It's going to take a little more of my body weight off of my arms. You'll also see that I'm not going down quite as low into the dip. Just about a 45 degree bend in the elbow instead of a 90 degree bend. You can also push this one a little bit harder if you drop down lower into the bend, meaning you can still keep your feet closer to your body, but then you can drop down lower into the bend. Would make the beginner version of this even a little bit harder. So push yourself with it. Really try to work on it, and great things are going to happen. All right, so hey, we got 2 sets down. So now into the 3rd set. Here's your advanced version of all of these exercises. So we'll get things started with some jump squats. And so you can see that now we're still dropping down low into the squat, thighs down to about parallel if you can, but now instead of just returning to an upright position, we're actually leaping off of the ground. So it becomes a little bit more of a ballistic, plyometric type move. Going to work your muscles a little bit differently. Obviously there's a little bit more required of them as you're jumping. Also as you're landing, kind of that eccentric loading is going to be a little bit more taxing on your muscles. Jump squats. So we just did 20 of those for the advanced version. For the advanced version of the push-up, we're going to be doing full push-ups, but you can see that I've elevated one leg. I've got my right foot in the air right now. I'm going to do 10 reps with my right foot in the air, switch it up, there it is, left foot in the air for the second 10 reps. What this does is eliminate one point of contact with the floor. It actually kicks your core on a lot more. You'll feel this a lot more in your abs. You'll also feel it in your butt as you're trying to extend at the hip to keep that leg elevated. 20 reps on that one. All right, flipping over, and we'll show you the advanced version of the sit-up now. For this one, what you're going to do is simply put your hands up behind your head and then do that full sit-up. And so the principle of torque basically says that the further we take the load away from the point of pivot results in a greater basically workload required to overcome that point. What I'm trying to say is that the further away your arms are from that pivot point in your hips and lower abs, the harder it's going to work your abs. And so you're going to go all the way down, you're going to come all the way up, and you're going to bang out about 20 of those reps. Should be feeling it right now. Hopefully you guys are following along with this. Hopefully you're starting to feel some of these muscles working a little bit harder as you've been doing some of these exercises with me. You got this. Push through it. And 20. Very nice. Okay, moving on to the next one. We've just got the triceps dips left. And so for these triceps dips, I'm going to extend my legs all the way out in front of me. Basically take your legs as far away from you as you can. You see my knees are all the way straight with this. For even more of a workout, if you need a little bit more than this, you can actually pop your feet up onto another chair, bench, couch, something like that is going to give you a little bit more of a burn. Basically puts a little bit more weight through your arms, a little bit more weight that your triceps have to push as you're going down and up. Again, drop down to your elbows, hit the 90, elevate up into that full extension, 19 and 20. 3 sets in. This is a great chance to grab a glass of water and take a little bit of a breather. Don't get too comfortable though, because we got to get back to work. We've still got 2 more sets to do. Grab some water. All right, so for set number 4, I've gone back to the intermediate version of this, and so we're going to get things going with 20 squats again. Keep your weight on your heels, drop down till your thighs are parallel, chest is high, head is back. Looking good. Should be feeling this one. We're going to burn the quads. We're going to burn the butt with this, those hip extensors and those knee extensors. we're working on those. Good. Try to protect your joints. 20. Just like that. Back into the push-ups. Again, the intermediate version of the push-up is going to be fully extended on my toes and on my hands. Beginner version, if you need a little bit more modified, we're going to drop down onto your knees and hands. Advanced version, again, I like to do 10 with one leg elevated and then 10 with the other leg elevated. Should be feeling this one. I'm always more concerned about form than I am with how aggressive of an exercise you're doing. If you can't do 20 clean push-ups at the intermediate version, you might have to drop down to that beginner version. There's no shame in that. I want you to do clean reps, not cheat reps. Next, we'll roll over into the push-up. Again, the intermediate version is going to be crossing your arms over your chest. Advanced version would be to place your hands behind your head. I don't want you to hook your hands behind your head and pull on your neck if you do the advanced version. Beginner version is going to be with your fingertips on your thighs and then sliding your fingertips down towards your knees. Should be feeling it. Try to keep the core tight. Also try to keep the stomach sucked in while you do these push-ups. It's going to add one more muscle activation if you do that. Almost there. 19 and 20. Very good. Okay, we just got one set of tricep dips to finish off round number 4. Push hard. I know that you're feeling it right now, but I know that you can make it through. Be strong. I know you can do it. Good. And so you see a slight bend in my knees is going to make it a little more easy. Still try to go down as low into that dip as you can, and really focus on squeezing your triceps on this one. You're going to feel it in your shoulders. You'll probably feel it a little bit in your chest. I want your emphasis to be right on those tricep muscles, the ones on the back of your arms. Push hard. Come on, I'm working hard. You should be working hard. We got this. And 20. All right, we're 4 sets in. Only one more set to go. Here's the clincher, though. You got to push yourself. You've got to do one level harder than what you've been doing. I'm going to go advanced because I've been doing intermediate. Here we go, 20 jump squats. Come on, dig deep, push hard. If you've been doing the beginner version, I challenge you to do the intermediate version. If you've been doing the intermediate version, come on, jump with me here. We can do some jump squats. 20 reps, drop down, land soft, knees right over toes, weight back, and explode up towards the ceiling. Just like that, 20 reps. Okay, we're going to bang out 20 reps of push-ups now. And again, I'm going to try the advanced version of it. You can see I'm feeling it. I want you to feel it too. Again, the advanced version, I'm going to raise one leg up. We're going to do 10 reps, again with my right leg elevated, halfway there. And then we're going to switch it up. I'm feeling it. 10 reps with the left leg elevated. You should be feeling it too. Come on, it's hard, but it's worth it. I know you can do it. Dig deep, push hard. Again, if you were doing them on your knees, try to do a full push-up. If you were doing the full push-ups, try to do a few with that foot elevated. Last rep, leave it all out there. You got it. Next, we're going to roll over into that advanced version of the sit-up. Good. Place your hands behind your head. I tell people not to clasp your hands behind your head just because I don't want you to pull on your head and neck as you do this. Just like that. Try to really squeeze the abs together while you're going up and coming down. Should be feeling it. We got 20 reps of sit-ups. Again, the beginner version is your hands on your thighs, reaching towards your knees. Intermediate will be arms crossed over your chest. Try to push yourself. If you can do these advanced version, that's going to be best. Last set. You got to leave it all out on the table. Let's do it. Come on. Okay, we got 5 reps left. There's 5. 4. Dig deep, you can do it. 3. Come on, only 2 more. You got it. 1 left. You got it. Awesome. Should be feeling it. Come on, I'm feeling it with you. I'm dragging a little bit. You can see I'm working hard. You're working hard. We're making changes happen. You got it. Last set. We got it. Last set of our last exercise. Dig in, dig deep. Jump onto those triceps dips. Again, the closer you bring your feet, the easier it becomes. If you have another chair or bench or something, you can kick your feet up on that for that final burn, that final roaster of these triceps dips. Dig deep, you got it. You've only got 5 more from here. 4, 3, you can do it. 2, last one. Nailed it. There it is. You just completed 100 reps of 4 of the best body weight exercises. Hope you enjoyed this workout. Again, look for it as part of our Total Body Transformation. There's a direct link to that ebook in the profile. We'll see you next time on Tone and Tighten.